back at it again. See if we can get us in some RAM for the freezer. All right, let's see what happens there. Hey, hey. See if I can at least get some cut bait. Sun's almost directly above the phone, so see if I can flatten that out. Try to get it to where I can at least see who might be on there, at least for now. Reel in a little bit, see if there's anything a little closer. I need at least cut bait for the big pole. See if we can get some catfish. Huh. Well, I knew I got bit pretty quick, and that's why I didn't get bit again. Already got my worm. All right, I have to move the chair for a minute. This time I'll pay a little closer attention. Missed it. Think it took my worm again. Nope. I'm gonna let it drop close, see if I can get a small one for cut bait. Finally getting a little bite. There's a baby turtle going after my stuff. He went the other way. So far the biting ain't real good. There it goes, there it goes. As soon as I say that, we've got a brim. He's almost at, he would be a keeper size, but I'm going to put him on, I'm going to cut him up and use him for bait. He's not a monster, so that's a good one to cut up for bait. As soon as I said they're not biting good, and there we go. Now, I'm going to set that back a little bit. Now I've got to cut this guy up. Let's see. All right. Now I get to cast my big pole out. With some cut bait. Hopefully that holds as I go to cast. I gotta back the phone up a little bit. I'll try to get this out where I might get a catfish. All right. Now, see if we can get any catfish biting now that I got that bluegill. Ancient Spirit, how's it going? Yeah, the birds are singing. We are out on the edge of the lake. Just caught a bluegill, and I was able to cut it up. So I had cut bait for my catfish pole. And I will tell you, it is a hot one today. Yesterday was worse, but today is turning out to be pretty warm. See if I can catch any more bluegill while I'm waiting on the catfish pole. Beautiful jungle greenery and outer beauty. Peace, calmest, relaxing. Yep, it's pretty peaceful out here. I enjoy it. I'll give you a good look at the lake here. Well, now that I've given y'all a ride, if only there was bloopers coming up. Get it on flatter ground there. Well, now that I sent you all for a ride, I'm back at it. The phone just about ended up in the lake. With plant trees animals. Yep. Yes, it is. Oh, just missed another one. Just missed it. All right. See what happens out that way. Hey, George. Yeah, I got one bluegill, and then I cut it up and put the cut bait on my catfishing pole. And the sun is getting intense. Trying to move that into a better spot there. Just had another pretty good bite a minute ago. Here we go. I've got one playing with it. I don't know what the temperature is or the humidity, but right about now I feel like I'm melting. Should get power bait. Should get big trout. Yeah, I don't think there's any trout in this lake, but there's a smaller lake right across the road that they do stock with trout every year. Oops, I just missed one. I might have to check my bait after that one. Still got the bait on there. Of course, I reeled it through some grass. Be all right. Kentucky bluegrass living. How's it going? No, there ain't no snakehead in here. Are there any lakes here in Kentucky that has snakehead in it? Do you know? I think that hook got hung up on some grass petals. There may be Asian carp in here, yeah. There might be. The Kentucky River floods into this lake when it gets real bad. So one of the guys that works for Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, he was out here mowing last year, and he said that they had to shock the waters and haul out a ton of carp, and I'm pretty sure he said most of it was Asian. Asian and buffalo, I think. I gotta get that checked. Yeah, get that grass off of it. Trying to get in just the right spot for these bram to hit. Caught one bluegill so far, so that gave me the cut bait I needed for my catfish pole. This lake is a little bit smaller than a lot of lakes. I'm not sure that time if I didn't pull on the bobber. Yeah, that was me. That was me that time. But it's still, I think it's over 300 acres, this lake. Still not bad. It might be over 400, I can't remember. Well, I'm fixing to put a bigger chunk of worm on and cast in a different spot. I thought surely I was going to get some more hits right there. Not even get bites from the small ones up close. All right. Get some more worm on this hook. All right, there we go. We'll see if anything bites out there a little ways. As I said, I think I'm melting.